Today we're looking at the brand new SC1 from FiFine. It's their brand new audio interface. Now this is not designed for streaming, it's designed for recording and then, managing your desk, your monitors, your microphone, what have you. We're gonna jump into that today and we're gonna take a look at it and see how well it does. It's only $50. My buddy Zaire over at FiFine was nice enough to send this out to me so that we can do today's review. But as always, we're going to do a consumer-friendly, focused, transparent, and honest review. Second thing on that is that not my very next video, but the next FiFine video that I do in the next 2 weeks is going to be my 10K celebration. So thank you all that have subscribed to my channel. I hit 10,000 subscribers and I'm going to be giving away 3 really big products also provided by FiFine. So make sure you come back to that video to get into that competition. Now, of course, you have to be a subscriber, so hit the subscribe button below. But let's jump into the video now so we can look at the new SC1 audio interface from FiFine. The SC1 unboxing is super simple. Much like the size of the SC1 itself, there's not much to the unboxing. Inside the box, you get a user guide, a USB-C to USB combo cable that also has a USB-A adapter as well. On the top of the SC1, there are 3 volume knobs. Input 1 for mic gain, the second input 2 mic or instrument gain, and last output volume to the rear outputs. On the face of the SC1 from left to right is a combo XLR 1/4" jack for input 1, a 48 volt phantom power switch that lights up when on, a selector switch for input 2 to determine if it's using a mic or an instrument, headphone out, headphone levels, and last the direct monitor switch to give you no lag real-time monitoring of your voice and instrument while recording. On the bottom is 4 rubber pads to limit movement when on the desk. The rear of the SC1 has left-right 1/4" outputs along with a USB-C bus power and a Kensington lock if needed. The body is extremely small and lightweight. This can serve as your main audio interface or even potentially a great backup to your main setup, allowing you to still record high quality content while on the go. The FiFine SC1 is great for gaming, meaning that it can host your microphone, your monitor speakers, and even your headphones as well, but it's not designed for streaming. So many times I see creators and reviewers knock products for not having features that would serve their niche, but the products themselves are not designed for their use cases. The SC1 is an audio interface for standard vocal recording, music recording with the instrument inputs, and basic content creation, but it's not designed to support a live podcast or live streaming naturally. You could definitely use it for those purposes, but you would need to pair it with OBS or a similar software and then power your stream or podcast through that service using this to provide the audio. You can use software like OBS, which you see here on the left side of my screen, which I can minimize the camera now that I'm up. And you can see that I minimized that on my screen, but now you have, oh goodness gracious. But now you have OBS running with the FiFine SC1, and then I can add different sources in, whether it's a browser capture, whether it's a camera itself, whether it is whatever, and I can still manage a stream using this audio interface from FiFine, the SC1. Now, what it lacks is basically the ability to manage the stream itself because there is no built-in software or built-in features to manage a stream through the SC1. But that doesn't mean that you can't provide yourself with audio using this. In fact, this whole video, minus the intro, you've heard the SC1 powering my Shure SM7dB this whole time. And so it does have enough power to power a high-end microphone. You don't have to break the bank in order to have a high quality microphone. And of course, typically it's nice if I was to use a FiFine microphone for this particular review, but I wanted to let you all know that you can power something as gain needy as the Shure SM7dB or SM7b using the FiFine SC1. Let's go over the features that the SC1 has so you can see what all it can do. But going over the specs, frequency response is 20 to 20 kilohertz. Dynamic range is 80 decibels. Its signal to noise ratio is over 75 decibels. And there's a gain range of 50 decibels. Now that's basically what allows this to power the Shure SM7dB or Shure SM7b. Looking at your headphone output, it powers my Kiwi Ear my Linsole Kiwi Ear Quintets. IEM's pretty good. But if you do something heavier, nicer headphones above 32 ohms as it lists right here, you're going to have, a problem. You're not going to be able to push something like that. But your standard headphones, your standard, studio style headphones as well, you should be able to be just fine. But when you start looking at higher price headphones, $400, $500, $600, this really isn't the audio interface you want to use anyway, right? The main out, which is the back, where you're going to have your output, and that's 20 to 20 kilohertz as well, 85 decibels, greater than 80 dB for the noise to signal to noise ratio. The biggest thing to note is that it's 16-bit, 48 kilohertz as far as bit depth and sample rate. So that's right around CD quality, but it's not like studio breaking, but that is a standard, right? 16-bit and 48 kilohertz from it bit depth and sample rate. But you will start to see things around 24 bits as you get up in price. But at $50, I mean, you really can't tell the difference, especially if you're using this for content creation, where your signal and your sound is going to be compressed anyway. Okay, so what are my final thoughts on the FiFine SC1 audio interface? At $50, I think it's one of the best audio interfaces that you can get on the market. And the reason is, FiFine is typically known for providing high quality, low cost, budget style peripherals, and this happens to be one of them. And so outside of that, there's not much more to say about this. It's a great product. I love the fact that those green lights light up around the knobs to let me know if I'm peaking or not at a moment's glance without having to do anything. I can just look over there and make sure that my levels are good. So let me know any questions you may have. Again, make sure you come back for the next video. I'm going, not the exact next video, but within the next 2 weeks, I'm going to be doing a FiFine 3 product review, and I'm going to be giving away 3 of those 3 product setups. So make sure you come back for that, which means you have to be subscribed, and there'll be more details on that particular video. So if you enjoyed today's video, consider subscribing and joining the Cozy Coalition. Take a look at the video that I put here if you like today's type of video and you want to see more like it. But I don't know. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. And as always, stay cozy in that crazy world, and I will see you in the next video. Peace.